Well, the Housing Wales Act is the first major piece of legislation that the Welsh Assembly has brought in relation to the private rented sector. It's not a small piece of legislation either. It's quite a significant change to landlords. It reflects a change that is similar to that came into Scotland about 8 or 9 years ago, in that landlords have to now register and train and therefore ultimately licence to be able to practice in their business if they want to run it themselves.
It's estimated there are about 130,000 landlords in Wales that this may affect, and also about 800 commercial letting agents who will all need to come forward to either register or obtain a licence from the licensing authority that we're setting up within the country.
Training makes a massive difference in terms of having an impact out there in improving private rented standards across Wales. So some of our surveys have shown that 50% of all landlords change something about how they manage their business following attendance on training.
I'm a landlord law member because I think that Cheshire offers a fantastic service to landlords. So it's very comprehensive. It also lets me have access to the leading housing solicitors of Anthony Gold. And she's got an extremely useful website which enables me to look up stuff very easily.
As a useful source of information, get hold of their blogs. It's always useful to be kept up to date with changes in legislation and court decisions, a useful pool of information.
There's nothing else that is really around to help me keep up to date with everything, and that's why conferences like this are so important, because they really give you a chance to have information delivered to you, but also to mix with other people in similar positions to you that perhaps have had experiences that you haven't had, and you can share yours with them as well.
This is a great opportunity to share with landlords and agents all the new legislation that is coming out in Wales. Wales is to a large extent leading the country on tenancy reform, licensing and professionalising the industry, and this is coming in later in the year, so we need to get these messages out, but we also need to share the concerns of landlords with the decision makers at the Welsh Government.
Agents, solicitors, landlords, even tenants need to know what the law is. My view is that conferences like this should take away some of the fear that people always have about change, to make them realise that actually there's quite a lot of good common sense behind the proposals, and more positively help people to begin to think about the business opportunities created by the new legislative framework.
People who come along to the conferences, also they can find out what landlord law is all about, which is my company, and what Easy Law Training do, which offers conferences, workshops, and also we have online training as well. So it's an opportunity for them to find out both of the services, which are both manifest in me.